All right. Hey, it's May 26th, day after my husband's 52nd birthday. And I've had such a crazy, busy week. I'm really super behind in school, but I wanted to break into this box and hold on. It's 146. I wanted to break into this box because this is my Bring Back My Bar collection. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing any first sniffs with you on this one. I have smelled all of these. I have warmed through all of these. I've been a Scentsy consultant since 2014. The first 2 years I was on and off as a consultant and then a customer, but I've been using Scentsy strategically since 2014. So that's 9 years. So unfortunately, first of all, unfortunately, I opened the box upside down. Secondly, unfortunately, I've smelled all these, but fortunately, I love them all. Well, no, I don't love them all, but a lot of these have been in my Scentsy club, some of them for years, okay? So it's kind of good that they're upside down because the fun part of this video that I'm going to do different from everybody else is that I'm going to try to remember the color of the wax, okay? I think this is Southern Sweet Tea, and I'm right. Okay, Southern Sweet Tea is described as a splash of juicy peach, orange juice, and white tea. This smells like peach Snapple iced tea, which I don't think that they make anymore. Now, if I had my choice of Snapple iced teas from the early 90s, which is when Snapple was like really snapping, okay, I would have chosen mint iced tea. They used to have a mint iced tea that was fantastic, and I would get it at, I think it was 71st or 72nd and Broadway. There was a bagel place that I would go there when I was really hungover, because we're talking about 19, 20, 21 years old, okay? I would go there really super hungover in the mornings on my way into a chiropractor's office, which is where I was working while I was in massage school. And yes, I would be hungover, and I would get an everything bagel with turkey and cheddar and mayo and a mint Snapple. And that was my hangover cure when I was 20 years old. Anyway, Southern Sweet Tea is not going to blow you out of your house. It's not super strong, but it's a very nice fragrance, and it's nice for the summertime. It's not going to be going into my Scentsy club, but I'm going to enjoy this one very much. All right. I think this one is going to be Plum and White Woods. Aha! Plum and White Woods was in my Scentsy club for about 2 years, and I stocked up on it also before it went away. Oh my God, it's so good. Now, listen, Plum and White Woods is nice and strong, and Plum and White Woods is complex. It's described as sweet raspberry, anything raspberry. I love just about anything raspberry. Sweet raspberry preserves with damson plum, weaved through vanilla orchid. It's fruit and it's floral mixed together, which is like my favorite combination. But just so you know, if you stock up on these, be careful because they will turn grayish green. They'll turn a really ugly color, but it does not affect the fragrance, and they don't get juicy, which is nice. All right, green. I'm looking at the list here. Okay, this is going to be Rustic Lodge, which used to be in my Scentsy club. And there she is, Rustic Lodge. That sticker is a lot darker than the wax. This one's fantastic. So I've only taken 3 out of this box already, and 2 of them have been in my Scentsy club. Rustic Lodge reminds me of a weekend about 3 years ago when my husband took my kids, and it was like the end of December, I think, but it wasn't quite Christmas. Or was it a little bit before Christmas? It was after Christmas. It was the beginning of January. And he took the 2 kids up to my mother's house in the Catskills to go snowboarding, and I had the house to myself for like 36 hours for the first time in like fucking years. And so I threw Rustic Lodge into all of my warmers. I bought a bottle of wine. I didn't even drink the wine, and I fell asleep on the couch for 10 hours smelling Rustic Lodge because I was alone and I was exhausted. My kids were little. It might have been 4 years ago. Anyway, Rustic Lodge is fantastic. Let me read the description to you. Warm fragrance of cedar, oak, and musk with traces of wood smoke and fallen leaves. This is very autumnal, winter, warm. Don't touch this bitch in the summertime. And yes, I'm saying that on May 26th, but whatever. Okay. This one is going to be either churro or vanilla suede. White sands is a little bit more white than that. That's either cashmere pear or white sands down there. This is going to be either churro. I think it's churro. Boom! Churro. Not my favorite. Baked pastry sprinkled with cinnamon sugar captures that heavenly churro charm. I think this was in the catalog 3 years ago. Everybody made such a big deal out of it. It just smells really cinnamon to me. I don't really smell the bakery part of it. I smell the cinnamon, whatever. I think that's happy birthday. Okay. So 1 out of 5 so far I was incorrect. I should have known. Loving Kisses Minnie. I still have a couple of these. At least one. So nice. Loving Kisses Minnie, right? Right. This is the reason why this collection was $102.50 instead of just $102. Because she's 50 cents more than the others because it's a licensed product. The Sweetest Girl is the one. Who? What? Hold on. Let me make this bigger. The Sweetest Girl is the one never forget. And there's blah, 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 blah. Bright red berries, fresh apricot, creamy vanilla. Captures her everlasting charm. It's all right. I'm not into any of the Mickey fragrances. We've had 4 or 5 Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse fragrances. Not my thing. Not bad. It's a bedroom scent or a bathroom scent. You wouldn't want to put that in your kitchen. Okay. This is, it's either watermelon patch or sweet pea and vanilla. I have to make a decision. I think it's watermelon patch. 2 for 6. 2 for 6. Damn it. Sweet pea and vanilla used to be in my Scentsy Club. So this is the third, right? This is the third out of 6. Half have been in my Scentsy Club before. That's how good this campaign is. Ambiance of raspberries and sweet pea petals with vanilla. This is so good. It's so perfumey, and it should be body. We should have this in the body products. This was in the catalog for a really long time. This was in the catalog for the first 4 or 5 years I was using Scentsy, and then when they took it out, I was like, what? But I don't think we had Scentsy Club yet when they took it out. Anyway, so this is either cashmere pear or white sands, but I think it's cashmere pear because I think that's white sands. Cashmere pear is probably my number 1. Literally, out of the hundreds of Scentsy bars that have been on the market, cashmere pear is in my top 5. But if you put regular cashmere in front of my face, I might say that that's my favorite. Okay. Some people think that cashmere or cashmere pear smells like cat pee. I don't give a shit. It smells so good. And I just warmed it about a week ago. I will probably put this in my Scentsy Club, but I'm also probably going to buy about 5 or 6 bars. Only because I have to have it. I just have to have it. It's so good. Cashmere pear is white amber, Madagascar vanilla, silky pear, red ginger, and you do smell the ginger. And that's what makes it unique and fantastic, and I love it. Cashmere pear. This is Ghostly Greetings. And I hate this one. Ghostly Greetings is described as, I don't know a lot of people who really totally like this one either. Spooky black plum, spiced berry, and a dash of bourbon are listen to my neighbors, are brewed in a cauldron and ready to beckon you in. When I read that description, because this was a scent of the month 2 years ago, year and a half, whatever. When I read that description, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna love that. It just doesn't do it for me. The bourbon, you know what? I'm not going to ruin this bar because I might sell it to somebody local or give it as a gift. I don't want to break open the, I don't want to risk breaking this just to get to the bottom of the bar, just to smell it for you. This didn't sit well in my nose when I warmed it. So Ghostly Greetings is not my favorite, but there are people that like it more. I feel like there's more people that don't like it than like it. And I'm not really sure who voted this shit back in. Okay. This is Harbor's Edge. And I don't remember what this smells like. Like I said, I've smelled all this, but I don't remember what this smells like. I mean, I know the description because I've been trying to sell it to my customers. Hello. Beach grass, flowering raspberry, and northern oak fern sway amid crashing waves churning a surge of salty musk. Give me a break. Now, because I don't really remember what this smells like, it's probably not all that and a bag of chips. I think this was a scent of the month. I'm pretty sure this was a scent of the month about 3 years ago. I don't really smell raspberry. I'm going to risk breaking the bar just to get to the bottom here because I'm probably going to warm this myself just to give myself a better impression. It's manly. I don't smell raspberry. I smell the salty. Oh, the raspberry's there a little bit. When I see a bar this color, and it's called Harbor's Edge, and it says it has raspberry in it, my impression is that the raspberry is only going to be there to change the all-around scent profile, not to be one of the stars of the show, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. If that makes sense to you, chances are you're a Scentsy consultant, and let me know if I've just said something that resonates with you, because there are times when Scentsy makes their descriptions of scents, and I don't smell a damn thing that's in the scent profile, but it smells good. You know what I'm saying? Harbor's Edge. Okay. This is Fuzzy Blanket. Now, I have a couple of bars of Fuzzy Blanket because I had it in my Scentsy Club, and I was hoarding it, and I have a couple of bars that I can't sell because they were next to a green bar of wax that leaked all over the place. I can't remember what it was. Was it, well, it would start with an F, right? Because I keep my wax alphabetical. Anyway, it started with an F or a G if it was at the beginning of the alphabet because it's fuzzy. So it was a U, F-U, and then G, green something. Anyway, whatever. It was green oil leached into my Fuzzy Blanket bars. They still smell fantastic, but I can't sell them. So I've been using them myself. So I'm probably going to hold on to this and sell it to somebody else because I have 2 or 3 bars that I can't use. Anyway, Fuzzy Blanket is fantastic. If you like Cashmere Pear, it's so familiar to me. It's not even like I'm smelling this for the first time in a long time because I warm Fuzzy Blanket all the time. If you like Jammy Time, you will love Fuzzy Blanket. In fact, it might fight Jammy Time, okay? Because it's got that thing. Let me tell you what it smells like. Duh. Lavender, sandalwood, sweet honeysuckle. I don't know the scent notes offhand of Jammy Time, but I know that it's like a competitor. This is going to be cherry vanilla. There we go. Cherry vanilla is good. Cherry vanilla smells, in my opinion, cherry vanilla smells like melted cherry Garcia. Is it Ben & Jerry or Haagen-Dazs? I think it's Ben & Jerry's. Cherry Garcia. That's what cherry vanilla wax smells like to me. Not bad, but doesn't stick around. It's candied cherry, sugared almonds, and velvety white chocolate ice cream, but it's white chocolate. So it doesn't smell like chocolate. And the almond is in there, so there's almost a little bit of a marzipan thing. It's so nice, but it does not last. It almost smells, because it's got the little bit of almond, I almost feel like you could mix it a little bit, just a teeny bit, with something patchouli-ish. I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but if you have a bar of this, put it up to your nose and think of patchouli. You might think differently. Look, I've got the bars over here. Okay. All right. How many do we have left? 7. Okay. That's Hemingway. I know these colors. I know the colors, but I don't know the fragrances. Anyway, Hemingway is my mother's favorite scent. I love it as well, but I did get burnt down on it because this I had oodles and doodles of Hemingway, bars and bars of it. Rich ripe apples and warm woody accents of sandalwood and cedar with hints of spice. Oh, it's just so... I haven't smelled it in a long time. I don't even think I have a bar of this in my stash. This might go back into my Scentsy Club. It was in there. It was in there for a couple of years, and then I took it out. I told the story. I skipped when I shouldn't have skipped, and then I got a ton of my bars got taken out of my Scentsy Club. And Hemingway was one of those. This is probably going to go back into my Scentsy Club. I don't know if I'm going to warm this right away. This smells a little light. And I'm finally understanding what everybody has been trying to drill into my brain. I've only been doing this for 9 years. That sometimes the bars have to sit and cure for a couple of months. This is very autumnal to me. This smells like a, well, first of all, it's got a lot of apple in it. But To me, this reminds me of a den or a study or a library with a leather chair kind of a thing. And I love it. The apple is very rich and dark. Very much a red delicious apple, even though who the hell thinks that red delicious apples are actually delicious? I'm a Brayburn Honeycrisp kind of gal. I'll take aroma every once in a while. Anyway, Hemingway, fantastic. Might be going into my Scentsy Club, maybe. Okay, this is gonna be Watermelon Patch because this is gonna be Happy Birthday. There we go, Watermelon Patch, which is the one that had the pink sticker and the green wax. Watermelon Mint, Watermelon Patch. There was a time, I think I had 4 watermelon fragrances in my stash. You know, a lot of times I only have one of each thing. And I had Watermelon Patch, Watermelon Wave, Watermelon Mint, and Wild Watermelon. And all 4 of them were together in my stash. And it was just like, Jesus, I don't even really like watermelon fragrances all that much. I love fake watermelon flavor. I love a watermelon, not ring pop, blow pop. Watermelon blow pops are my favorite blow pops. That's the lollipop with the ice cream, with the chewing gum in the middle. I love watermelon flavored Italian ices. Oh my God. Not really Jolly Ranchers so much because I'm so old that when Jolly Ranchers just first came out, they were square and you could never suck on them so that they were in, like the right shape inside your mouth. That doesn't sound innuendo sexual-ish. Oh my God, I'm babbling. Watermelon Patch is described as sweet vine-ripened watermelon. Bam, that's it. It's just watermelon. That's exactly what this smells like. It doesn't have any lasting power. It's really nice if somebody's going to be coming over for 2 hours. You put this in your warmers, and then by the time the person leaves, you're going to have to take this out of your warmers and put it back. But it's nice. I'm not saying it's not nice. This is going to be Happy Birthday. Everybody raves about Happy Birthday. I'm not a bakery person. It's okay. I've smelled it. The thing about Happy Birthday is that sometimes it smells like vanilla and sometimes it smells like chocolate, which is kind of weird. Happy Birthday is Candylicious confection of sparkling sugar, fluffy whipped cream, and vanilla extract. Right now, this smells a little bit like chocolate to me. But depending on like what I'm eating or if the air conditioner's on or, you know, what's warming in the other room, it can smell like vanilla. But right now it smells like chocolate, which is nice. It's nice. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just, I think this is going to be Vanilla Suede. I think that's going to be Vanilla Suede. Kaboom. Was in my Scentsy Club. I remember taking this out of my Scentsy Club because I also had Amber Road in my Scentsy Club. And if you have both, Hemingway, if you have both Vanilla Suede and Amber Road, you probably don't need both. Okay, this is really good. Vanilla Suede is really fucking good. Okay, it is described as classic comforting vanilla combined with rich amber and hints of sandalwood and spice. A cozy and subtly masculine fragrance. This is not subtle. This is not a subtly masculine fragrance. This is masculine, but there's zero aftershave soap in here. This is fantastic. And it's probably going to be going into my Scentsy Club now that my son is very particular about the wax that goes in his room. Now that we have found the sweet spot in his room, which is the little garden warmer on one side, which we don't have the little garden stuff in there. He made a little Zen garden with sand and stuff like that on one side. And by the way, it was the Zen garden insert from the Make a Scene warmer that I held on to, and we used it in the little garden warmer. Ha ha! Then on the other side of his room, we have the Zen garden warmer. And both of those warmers kick ass. I have a hard time changing the wax in the Zen garden warmer without cotton cleanups because the dish gets so hot. This is so damn good. Vanilla Suede. Oh, God, this whole campaign is crazy. It's really crazy. Okay. I've got 4 left. I'm a little nervous about these colors here because one of these is White Sands. And the other is what? I already did churro. I already did Cashmere pear. Painted Leaves. This is going to be Painted Leaves. There we go. Painted Leaves. This was in my Scentsy Club. I'm telling you, this whole campaign. So as Scentsy consultants, we were allowed to buy 2 sets of these. And I sold the other opportunity for this set, this premature set that we got like 2 weeks early. I sold it to my customer Connie, which I do every single time. So we get the Bring Back My Bar thing comes up every twice a year, every 6 months. And she's such a good customer. Every 6 months, oh, something just fell in the other room. Hold on. Okay, something just fell down in my shower. You know, I have stuff on the walls with the suction cups. Anyway, Connie is such a good customer that every 6 months I offer her up the other kit. So anyway, I wish they sold this kit, even though you can still get this kit. You're just going to have to order all of them. That's all. But you can't get them all like in one order, like one click. Anyway, Painted Leaves is fantastic. Used to be my Scentsy club, blah, blah, blah. Wander Through Blue Spruce, Red Maple, and Golden Woods. This is very autumnal. I think I have 2 bars in my stash, and they're very juicy. So I'm probably going to sell this one to a local customer. The ones in my stash I can't sell because they're so juicy. I don't know why. This color doesn't usually juice up like that, but whatever. This is going to be my wish. My wish is okay. It's a lot of marshmallow, which I'm on the fence. I mean, I like marshmallow in the Bonfire Beach thing, but this also has fig in it. My wish is described as earthy fig, sweet violet, and playful marshmallow. It's okay. It's my superstar director's favorite scent, or one of her favorite scents. I know that. So I know that she's probably going to be stocking up on it. If she probably has freaking bricks of this shit. I don't even know. Whatever. My wish is okay. It's good for some people. It's not one of my favorites. Okay. This is going to be white out because it's white. And I have always had this in my Scentsy club because my kids' elementary school principal always buys all of mine. So it's in my Scentsy club, and probably once a year she'll buy a 6-pack, and it just works out that way. I don't warm this myself. Yeah, it's all right. It's peppermint and apple. What is it? Blast of Cool Peppermint, Sweet Golden Apple over Frosty Winter Pine. I don't smell pine or apple in this. It's just a nice, subtle, sweet peppermint, but not toothpaste. Don't think toothpaste. That's not it. All right, damn it. Which is which? Damn. All right, I'm going to take a chance. White Sands. All right, so then what is that? Oh, beach. Okay. I lost track of how many I had right and wrong. White Sands was in my Scentsy club. I'm telling you. Oh, this has rice in it. It's so fucking good. Oh my God. Night Blooming Jasmine, softened by coconut milk and rice. Are you kidding me? There's so nothing wrong with this. If there could be something like really, really nothing wrong with something, that's White Sands. Stacy, who's another client of mine, friend first, then customer, she loves White Sands too. And then Beach, because I screwed up, and that's just paper in the bottom. Beach is Lisa Rose is one of my customers. I don't know if she still watches my videos because she hasn't purchased in a while, but that's okay. We all go through phases. She was a beach freak. Beach is papaya and honeydew sweetened with a hint of coconut. First of all, I hate the beach. I live on an island, and I hate the beach. My mother used to drag my ass to Jones Beach every day in the summertime. And every day I would just scream and yell and hate it because the sand would get in the crotch of my bathing suit and my hair would be itchy and dirty, and there would be sand in my peanut butter and jelly sandwich that was all hot from the trunk of the car. And my mother would fill a thermos full of white wine, and then she would have another thermos with warm lemonade in it. And we would sit at the beach for hours and hours, and I would bitch the entire time. Sorry, Mom. True. Beach. Okay, so if I had to choose my favorite out of all of these 20 bars, which, by the way, this is the first time in a while that the Bring Back My Bar collection was only 20 bars. It's usually 25. I would say Cashmere, Pear, and White Sands are my favorites. They would probably fight over which is my favorite, but it's not just my favorite in this time. These are my favorites of all time. Plum and White Woods is up there. Yeah, these 3 are my absolute favorites, and I love the colors, so whatever. You can go to MetallicaMom.com and click there, and that'll bring you right to my Scentsy website. If you wanted to pre-order these with me, if you watch this video and you're not a Scentsy consultant and you don't have a Scentsy consultant, you're more than welcome to message me, and I'll place that order for you on June 1st. This is not going to sell out right away, but it is while supplies last. Okay, so if like halfway through the month you're thinking to yourself, oh shit, I wanted to get a half of a 6-pack of Rustic Lodge and I don't know, sweet pea and vanilla, and all of a sudden there's no more sweet pea and vanilla, sorry. But I mean, June 1st, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. I got to go back to school. I got to go back to my homework. Talk to you later. Bye.